Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California.
What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Rashawn White, RB Dubs, and I'm back again with another video. Yes, so I'm finally back on YouTube. I know that it's been a couple months since I made my last video, but I just wanted to quickly give you guys an update on what I've been doing since then. The Black Lives Matter movement has sparked protests around the world with the killing of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and many others as well. And I've participated in many of these protests myself, as well as having the pleasure of organizing a couple of them as well. And, like I said, it's been, causing a lot of outrage around the world. People have been participating heavily in protests, and people have been using their social media platform to share information and resources on the Black Lives Matter movement. And that is also what I have dedicated my social media platform to be used for as well. So with that, I will also be using my YouTube channel to talk about things related to the Black Lives Matter movement and related to social justice as well. So today's topic will be on the protests themselves, and specifically I will be speaking about a question that has been brought up by many people, which is, are the protests dying out? Is the Black Lives Matter movement itself dying out? So for this question, what I will do is first I will give the simple answer, and then I will give the more longer answer. So for me, the simple answer would be no, that they're not dying out, that the Black Lives Matter movement isn't dying out, and that the protests aren't dying out, in my opinion, anytime soon. And for the longer answer, it's that with the addition of that, there's just still more to fight for. There's what we're fighting for has not been achieved. We have not seen the change that we want to see, which is why we are having these protests in the first place. And I feel like a lot of people feel this way, which is why I believe the protests will continue to go on. Now, the reason that people feel like that the protests and the Black Lives Matter movement is dying down, because they are not seeing the same energy as they were seeing when the protests first started. And I would say that's because, people, the energy isn't there because we've been doing this for a really long time now. I think it's a little bit over 40 days, or if not 40 days, that people have been protesting every day. And, burnout can be an issue. People can, not have the same energy as they did at the beginning, and they can start to lose energy as we get more and more, in the days of us doing this. But I think it's important that we continue to fight, and we continue to, fight for the change that we want to see. And in order to prevent yourself from being, burned out with all the information that's being presented on social media, and to be burned out from possibly, all the protests that you're attending, there's times where you can take a break from social media, or there's a day that you're not protesting, you can take a break from that as well. But just to take a break to refresh your mental health, refresh your mind, and then, go back to, sharing all the resources and information and doing all the protesting that you want. But that's the reason that people feel like the protests in the Black Lives Matter movement is dying, because, people aren't as, they don't have the same energy, all that explosive energy that they did in the beginning. But the Black Lives Matter movement is still very much alive, and the protests are still very much happening every day as well, until the change that we want to see happens. That's the only way that these protests and that the Black Lives Matter movement will stop. And then even then, we will still continue to do things that support Black lives and, supports the movement as well. So yeah, I just wanted to offer my thoughts on that question, and I also wanted to hear you guys' thoughts as well. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that the protests are dying out? Do you guys think the Black Lives Matter movement is dying? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. And definitely subscribe to the channel if you're interested in everything social justice and everything about the Black Lives Matter movement. And that's what I'll be continuing to document and do video topics on. And definitely like this video as well. Definitely give this video a thumbs up. That helps out the channel very much as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. This is your boy Rashawn Bubble White, RB Dubs, and I'm out of here.